What's up, guys? I'm Cool J. This is Cool J's Tarot, and here we unblock your chakras. So, this is early morning. I came because I had a dream, okay? And I wanted to talk about this dream that I had. And I also wanted to pull some energies on this dream. I have my decks here. All right, this reading may or may not resonate, but this could be something going on in the collective. I don't think I'm the only person that had this energy going on, because there were a few people, there was a lot of people in my dream actually. So my dream consisted of it was like this concert, like this something going on, like a show or something. And somebody in the dream said, I knew we should have canceled the show because the storm is going to start. And as soon as they said that, a sandstorm started. A huge, like, I kid you not, it was a huge sandstorm. It was just, so then I'm in the sandstorm. I'm in the thick of things, and people are just like running wild and stuff like that. You can't see where you're going. And like, it wasn't like getting in our eyes or anything, but you couldn't go nowhere. Like, you couldn't, it was so much wind. It was just like, you're trying to go, but you can't. Anyway, I had my car keys in my pocket, so I took my car keys out and I started pressing the button so I can see like the lights light up, and I seen it, and I don't know how I got into the car, but I got in my car. So I got in the car and I was sheltered from the sandstorm, and it's going on around me, and I hear the sand hitting the car and all the wind and shit like that. In my dream, I'm like, this shit was like really happening, y'all. And somebody was standing outside my car, and like they wanted to get in. And I was like, my mind automatically went to, I don't want to let nobody in the car because I feel like they're going to try to take the car. Like, there's a lot of people out there that's trying to get out of this this sandstorm. If I open my door, then people are going to like get to me. So I just started driving. Mind you, I can't see, but then I ended up driving into like this tunnel, and this tunnel had mad people in it, like people that was like, you know, escaping this sandstorm. So I'm driving in the tunnel, and as I'm driving, I'm just like, let me just get as far away from this as possible. I want to get away from these people too, because I just feel paranoid around everybody. That's how I felt in the dream. Like, I can't let nobody in the car with me, even though everybody like safe in the space. I can't let them in because they're gonna take it, you know. So I'm driving down the tunnel, and the tunnel starts to get really, really small, and I can't go nowhere else. So I have to turn back. So I essentially have to reverse back. So I reverse back, and I get to the front. By the time I'm at the front door, like, well, the front of the tunnel, my car is turned back around, and the storm stops. The storm just stops. It stops. And I wake up. So, I'm not, you know, it took me a minute before I could decipher this dream. This dream was about 2 days ago. And this dream, essentially, you know, I started looking up some meanings and different things like that, and trying to get the message in that dream, because I left that dream with a very dark energy. That's the thing. I left the dream, and it put me in a space. It put me in a space. Like, I came out the dream still in the energy of the dream, and I was realizing that, you know, a lot of us are going through things right now. It's like a storm around us. It feels like everything is going crazy. Everything could be falling down, towers on towers on towers. And I feel like because the sandstorm stopped, and, you know, I was encased in my metal cabin, you know, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm driving through the sandstorm stuff. I wasn't being touched. I still had some type of security, but I was making it through the thick of things, essentially. You know, I was able to get out of it, and it stopped. So it just tells me, like, right now, this climate is like, there's a lot of things going on, heavy, dark, you know, lack of clarity, okay, with the winds gusting. It's a very anxious feeling. And I just feel like right now, you know, there's a protection over a lot of us, you know. There's a protection over a lot of us where, you know, if you're on the right side of karma and you haven't, you know, been playing in the crafts and, you know, manipulating and doing deceitful, dark things, you should also be encased in this protection right now, while this sandstorm is going on. Okay, so I just wanted to pull a little bit on this energy, because it's just like confirmation You know, that's what we're here for. Confirmation. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Guys, this is top of the morning for me. I never read this early. But something told me I felt the motivation too. So I just listened to I listen to my spirit when my spirit is like do things. I don't even have on I normally have on all my crystals and stuff when I read. I don't have everything on. I'm just here thugging it with you guys. All right, angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Something is going on in the collective right now. Please clarify what's going on in the collective right now, please. Please, angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. I'll take a card here from, we're going to use the Sacred Destiny. Starting with the Sacred Destiny. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. That enlightenment. You want to see what's going on with the Sacred Destiny. What is going on in our destiny? What does this have to do? So I feel like we are reaching a level of enlightenment. I also feel like this dream has enlightened. It's a part of the enlightenment, learning, realizing that you're going to make it out of this, okay? We're going through this to become enlightened. Typically, like when you're going through like a muck, it's like a dark night of the soul, okay? So that dream could have been representing just like an ascension period, okay? Going through a lot so that you can, you know, going through your trials and tribulations, your challenges, so that you can make it out, okay? Look, there's a storm. Well, it's not a storm, but it's snow coming down. Focus. It says to focus, okay? In this situation, you have to focus. Right now, a lot of things are coming down, like I'm saying. A lot of things are happening, okay? I'm not going to take you to, but I saw release and freedom. Okay, one more card, please. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Yo, so essentially what I'm getting is like this dream is saying it's taking you through a storm, essentially, to become more enlightened, okay? Purity and love. To become more enlightened. In order to make it through this storm, you have to focus, okay? There's a lot going on, but you are protected. I really do get the energy of protection because of the being encased. And then I see the purity card here, okay? So you have to focus. You're going to come into a space where this storm stops. Purity, okay? Where you get to clear out this karma, these things that's going on, because this is a lot of karmic energy here is what I'm getting, right? And I'm seeing it's going to bring you more to love and opportunities, all right? Let's talk about the wisdom of the oracle here. Wisdom of the oracle. Please shine some wisdom on this dream. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Please share some wisdom on this dream. And I'm only using oracle decks because I'm just trying to get some clarity on that message. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take both. We got flexible. We got breathe. One more card, please. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Building blocks. Bottom of the deck, serendipity. Things happen exactly the way it's supposed to happen. So I'm seeing a very flexible energy here, needing to be flexible in a situation, needing to know when to move, okay? Know when to move. Being able to do things more spur of the moment. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Not spur of the moment, but like improvising. That's what I'm getting. Improvising. That word, yeah. That's the energy that came in my my eyes, mind. So I also see this energy of breathing, okay? Relaxing, staying focused, and building blocks, purity. I want to get something from the Moonology deck. Ancestors, guides, and something from the Moonology deck. Thank you. Okay, we got a fiery climax approaches. Yeah, okay. I'm getting it now. Here's what's going on. Let me get two more cards, please. This guy's a little time. Meditate and contemplate. It's saying here to breathe and to focus. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Angels, ancestors, guys of the Most High. One more card, please. Let's shuffle this up a little bit. These cards feel so stiff. Feel so stiff. Angels, ancestors, guys of the Most High. One more card, please. Thank you. All right. Ugh. And we got your hard work is paying off. Building blocks, purity. Okay. A time to give rather than take. Love, serendipity. Mm-hmm. 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 And I'm just gonna pull from one more deck, which is the Psychic Tarot. Angels, ancestors, guides of the Most High. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Stay with me, guys. This is a different type of. This is a different type of reading. This is a dream state reading, and I never really done one of these, right? And I'm doing it here, first time with you guys. And I'm really trying to make sense of it. Conflict and defeat. Thank you. Intuition, patience, and planning. Okay. So I'm seeing a situation here. So I feel like what this dream is representing, it has a lot to do with conflict. There's a lot of conflict going on, right? There's this conflict going on in your life. That's the sandstorm, right? And you're being told to focus in order to get out of it, okay? Very meditative and contemplative energy you need to be in, okay? Taking time to breathe, stopping to focus, breathe, bring it in, okay? Because there's conflict here. Conflict that you have to defeat, okay? In order to defeat this conflict, because the purpose of this conflict here is to bring you to some sort of enlightenment. Okay, in order to defeat this conflict, you're going to have to be more flexible. You're building something here. You're building something here with the building blocks card that came out. Came out in the Wisdom of Oracle. You're building something. And you want to build this thing with purity. Okay? And you come from a pure space. You come from a place of love. You come from a pure space of love. Okay? So this is why your hard work is paying off. It says it here. Your hard work is paying off, okay? You have to be flexible. There's going to be a fiery climax. Now, we didn't reach the climax of the dream, like I said. I got to the space where the sandstorm stopped. I didn't get to see further. Because remember, Spirit only shows you what you need to know. You never get more information. Like, you know, people think that you can, like, spy on people with tarot. I'm not saying that you can't, but nonetheless, it's but so much information the tarot or the oracles is going to give you. They give you what you need to know, especially when you're working out of purity. Okay? Especially when you're working out of purity. Because this is a need-to-know basis here. I still have to live in the present. You know, I'm still here in human form. I have to live out my journey in human form. I'm just going to use my gifts to maneuver through the sandstorm a lot better. You understand? Like, I'm gonna use the things that I gain in this life, you know, whatever I came with or whatever I acquire in this life, to maneuver through this sandstorm, to maneuver through the things and to maneuver through the dense energies of this reality. You know what I mean? But you're only gonna get what Spirit wants you to know, and Spirit stopped me from getting any further than the sandstorm stopped. I never came out the sandstorm to see what is going to happen. But what I'm picking up is there's going to be a fiery climax to a spiritual union. So there's somebody here that you could be spiritually involved with. Okay, somebody here who you have a connection with, and this is divinely orchestrated. This is divinely guided. This is destiny. This is divine's doing. This is not, you know, just something that you stumble across or something that you just put together, you know, man-made. This is something that, you know, spirits are behind it. The spirits are behind it. God is behind it. The divine is behind it. The universe is behind it. Everything is working in unison for this union. Okay? It's two. Number two. So that's coming together, right? I'm seeing change. I'm seeing change and a disruption to this conflict, okay? To this conflict and defeat. So right now you could be feeling defeated. You're in this conflict. You're in it, okay? But you have a protection over you, like I said, because in the dream I was encased in my steel cabin. Like I said, I was in a vehicle, all right? And I was able to find that vehicle because I had the key and I pressed the button. I used the tools that I had, you know, to maneuver through that dense energy. Saw the car light up, right? How I got to the car, I don't know. Because sometimes things just happen, right? Sometimes you make it through a storm, you're like, I don't know how I made it through that storm. It had to be by the grace of God, most definitely, right? That was by the grace of God. I made it into the car. And I skipped that part of the dream of how I got there into the car. But I got there. Maybe I walked there, I ran there, I got there. Okay? So I'm seeing here with the building blocks, okay, saying flexible, breathe, building blocks, and the bottom of the deck says serendipity, okay, serendipity. I don't know if you know what this energy is, but this is essentially things happening in a like specific order, but it's almost like perfect into the plan, the goal. So there's things working in perfect order for you to get into your goal. Serendipity is at play here, okay? The divine is at play here. I told you there's a spiritual union, so things are happening the way it's supposed to happen. Just breathe, get into this meditative state, meditate, contemplate, okay? Focus, okay? Because you're going to change this conflict, however you change this conflict. I'm seeing your hard work here is paying off. And we got a number 2 here, again, with the intuition. So we're going to put the 2s and 2s together. Your intuition could be telling you something about the spiritual union. You know you have a connection with somebody, possibly. This story is going on here, too. But you need to, there needs to be patience in this situation. Patience and planning, okay? Patience and planning. And I'm seeing here, this is a time that you have to give rather than take. What's a 2 card set? Expect powerful change. This is the time to give rather than take. I didn't mean to pick up the both, but I did. And it says, you know, expect a powerful change. And I told you there's a change that's going to happen here, right? Conclusions are within reach. Okay? A fiery climax is approaching. So you're about to hit that pinnacle. Okay? You're about to hit the pinnacle. So you're about to go up. Fiery is action. Fire is all fire signs, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fiery action. This is full moon in Aries. Okay, like I said, fiery action. That is climax. You're about to take off. That's some energy about to take off, okay? You're about to be enlightened. You're about to get some enlightenment. You're about to get some clarity on something. And you're being called to be more flexible in a situation, okay? Being able to maneuver through different things is what I'm seeing, especially in regards to the spiritual union. I'm seeing here a time to give rather than take. So if we're speaking in the spiritual union, okay, or just in general with this building blocks, because you could be building something within the spiritual union, building blocks for the work that you've been putting in, just in general in life, okay, in love, okay. I feel like I forgot where I was going with that, but I feel like my mind went somewhere else with this patience and planning. There's some kind of conflict and you feel defeated about this. There's some type of conflict and you feel defeated about this, right? But you need to be patient in it because, okay, whatever it is that you're doing, you have to put energy into it. Don't worry about what you're about to get out of it. Okay, a time to give rather than take. Don't worry about the taking aspect of it. Worry about what you're putting out. Don't worry about anything else but except what you're putting out, okay? This is what I'm getting. Type of energy that you're putting out. Put out positive energy. Put out love. Put out love. Love card is here, okay? You need to focus, breathe, meditate, contemplate, be flexible in a situation, and you work out of purity. You work out of purity. Stay pure, okay? Your intuition is letting you know that your intuition is letting you know something about that union. Your intuition is telling you something about that union. Okay? So, this is what I'm picking up here. This dream is essentially telling me that you guys all of us, because that I was in the dream. It's saying essentially like we're going through something. We're in the midst of something, and this is essentially just saying you're about to get some type of enlightenment. Okay, this is a situation that's taking you through this journey because there's something that you got to learn. There's something that you're gonna be brought up to another. It's like it's like ascending. Okay, you're going through an ascension. Okay, and when you're going through an ascension, I told you essentially going through like a dark night, and that sandstorm represented a dark night for sure. And it's just saying it's like a fiery climax. Something is like you're coming to the end of it. It's like the end of the tunnel, and then poof, you explode. Remember, I was going to the back of the tunnel, and it got tighter and tighter, and it was like, okay, reverse. Came back to the front. Sandstorm is done because I'm running from the sandstorm at this point. I'm just trying to get out the sandstorm. I'm going as far as I can and running. But then I bucked, and it's like, all right, go back. Just like everything is good. Everything is copacetic. Okay, everything is copacetic. I know you feel defeated, but you haven't been defeated. Something is going to change here. All right, so this is what I have for you guys. This is the message that I felt like I needed to bring top of the morning. I don't know who this is going to help. I hope it helps somebody. I really just, the first time doing a dream state message, I just felt like maybe we could use some clarity. The collective could use some clarity because in the dream, it was a collective of people in the dream running from the sandstorm. So I'm like, okay, this is not just me. I was in this dream with other energies. So, you know, and it was a lot of other energies, very random energies too. Like, so I don't know. This is for the collective, and I hope this helped. Okay, this is a newer type reading style. Let me know if you like this reading style too. Okay, all right, peace.